I'm going to relate an incident that took place some years ago in 2007 on around August the 23rd. I was reminded of it yesterday when my neighbor came over for a visit. She brought a young friend of hers, and I made a comment to the younger woman as she was leaving that I caused Lois to stop smoking. And she said, well, how can you stop a person from smoking? So I related what happened back then. I was sitting at my computer right here. The computer was on and I was watching something. I can't remember what it was. And all of a sudden, between me and the computer, I saw my neighbor, who is named Lois. She's a lady of about, in her late 60s. I saw her smoking. So I called out, or we yelled out to my wife, who was in the other room, that I see Lois smoking. And she yelled back that Lois doesn't smoke. And I said, yes, she does. I see her smoking. And that's how real the vision was. I could see this next door neighbor smoking. And we had no idea that she smoked. So, this sounds kind of odd, but between me and the computer was this vision. It wasn't on the screen. It was just right out where I could see it, and I could just see her smoking. So it was like the next day, I stopped by her place, and as I walked onto her porch, there were cigarette lighters, and I can't remember. I think there might have been a pack of cigarettes. Well, as I went into the house, I said to her, Lois, do you smoke? And then she admitted that she did, and I said to her that I saw her smoking in this vision, which she thought I dreamed it, but she immediately began to cry. It was so powerful. I just couldn't believe it. The conviction that came over her. She began to cry and promised me that she would quit smoking. And I guess that I wasn't supposed to tell my wife, because as I was reminded of this incident again, we went to my wife's diaries, and we did find the account just as I'm telling it. And so she substantiates that it's true, that that's why she quit smoking, and then she kind of made a joke that she gained 20 pounds. Well, maybe it's not a joke because of it. But my wife substantiates it, that I called out, Rachel, I see Lois smoking, and her response to it. And somehow, as dramatic as this might sound to you, to me at the time, I just couldn't make sense of it. I don't know that I understood it at the time. I don't know what I would, why it happened. Do I think smoking's a big deal? I don't know. I don't understand it. And so I just kind of passed it off and forgot about it. But I see it right now. I actually had a vision that was true. And it's substantiated by my neighbor and my wife, and the result of Lois not smoking anymore. How do I understand? What do I say about it? What can anybody say? It was truly a vision from God. I would like to have more visions like that. I would like to have things more meaningful revealed to me. But maybe my neighbor is far more important to God than I view her to be, And that's pretty much it. It's hard to believe, but it happened. It's true. I have witnesses to it that can remember just how, how it occurred. And that's all I can say. It seems to be another proof to me of spiritual things, how God can work in your life, how God can do things. I remember a verse in the Bible that Paul says that he would that we would prophesy, as opposed to, I think it was speaking in tongues, because those that come in that hear you speaking in an unknown language would think that you're kind of on the crazy side. But if you prophesied to them, if you told them things about their life, that they would just pretty much fall on their face and say that God is in you of a truth. Well, I saw that power. Lois said that she was afraid, and I think that's that was the thing that worked out the result, that she could just quit smoking just like that. The fear of God just came over her, that God was witnessing to her, paying attention to her. Very strong thing to happen. So I can't say anything more about it, but I'm just sharing it with you to say that this really happened, as long as well as the other things that I have on the videos of my dreams, and this is something that I just set aside. I just didn't even think about it, really. It happened, I went through it, and I was just reminded of it yesterday, so I'm sharing that with you today. So thanks for watching. Bye.